Alright everyone, it is I, Schrodinger Jastar Valentine, and today, we're going to be playing some more VRChat, and in particular, we're going to be revisiting an old map that I actually took a look at a long time ago called Complex 7. Now, as you know, Complex 7 is a map that is heavily based on, I would say influenced by, I would say more directly based on Stray. Which is, of course, that absolute masterpiece cat game that I, of course, checked out way back in March, April, around that time of year. And I absolutely loved it. Like, Stray is one of the best games I have played in a long while, hands down. And not only, were the animations so good, because they actually used a real cat to motion capture everything, but the story was also pretty good too. It just everything was just perfect. The graphics were great, the story was great, the animations were pretty amazing. Like the gameplay. Oh damn, where do we even begin about the gameplay? That game's just fucking amazing. Just an absolutely incredible game. Could not recommend it enough. And one of the few games that really made it to Master Race Smoking Sexy Style tier, in my opinion. Alright, sound check. But yeah, Stray is one of the only a handful of games that I consider Master Race Smoking Sexy Style tier, which is the highest honor I give a game. Ever. Like, there is no tier that is higher, and to reach that tier, you have to be truly exceptional. So yeah, without a doubt, one of the best games ever. But, or at least, one of the best games I've played thus far. But, though this world is, heavily based on it, there are a few important ways that it does differ, which I will kind of get into. Oh god, what the hell is that? But yeah, I will kind of get into, later on when we actually, start deep dive into this world and, just how it compares to the Stray that it originated off of. So yeah. So yeah, let's get into this. So let's actually do this here. Like right away. Right away. And also, one more thing. Also, guys, there were a few other like little behind the scenes things I wanted to talk about too. Because yeah, one of our crew members' health has taken a very, very drastic downturn, and like, though I did kind of want to keep it quiet because we were trying to handle the situation behind the scenes and get them help and all that jazz. I do kind of want to at least address what's been going on. I feel that is a little bit, necessary to at least confirm that, yeah, not all has been well in the past. There are some, or there were some noticeable issues, and some not so great stuff has happened. So yeah, I do wanna at least talk about that, but that will be later on the stream, at least. So yeah, let's get into this. So let's actually do this here. So right away, you can definitely see that, our little apartment we spawn in, definitely highly influenced by Clementine from Stray's apartment. Especially with, the shelves everywhere, ah! God damn it. With shelves everywhere, the banners, the pictures, everything, just really, what the hell's that? Just really heavily influenced by Clementine and, how hers looks. And you could definitely tell that right away there is a heavy influence by Stray just with the retro future and or steampunk stuff as well. Because Stray's tech was kinda in this weird spot of being very retro future, like steampunky, while also being, very far future, like robotic stuff and all that jazz as well. Just very, I don't know. Kinda hard to put into words. You're just gonna have to really, really experience it for yourself to see what I'm talking about there. But yeah, same kind of tech vibe, and also yes, I'm playing some good old Trails music as well. Because I don't know, it kind of fits the atmosphere, This calm, this calm day atmosphere that's going on. So I'd say it's pretty perfect. But yeah, overall, very much, very much of the Stray style, the Stray vein of having, advanced tech while also having more retro-futury, steampunky kinda, or, more retro, kind of vintage look to a lot of things like monitors and such. So yeah, very much having that, steampunky feel you get from the OG Stray. Which, to kind of explain everything, yeah, robots pretty much rule the sea. Humanity got wiped out, the last of them being killed by, well, we'll get there when we get there, but yeah, definitely the same sort of vibe, especially this. Because this just straight up reminds me of B12's apartment in the slums, in the area that has been taken over by Zerks, which were originally, grown out of a bacteria that was designed to clean stuff, but unfortunately, mutated and got out of control, and then eventually, created Zerks, which are these little guinea pig-like creatures that try to kill you throughout the game, and can actually do so if they are not properly taken care of. So yeah, definitely reminds me of that, especially with, the monitors everywhere, the exposed wirings, the, just general vibe of the place. Eh? Vanguard birth year? Huh, So there's actually a little secret we have to figure out later in the game. I don't remember that being there before. Must have been added pretty recently, I guess. I don't know. Or maybe I just wasn't that observant. Who knows? But again, you can definitely tell that, there is a very much steampunky retro future style going on here too. So very much not straying away from, OG Stray. And I do like the F-104 Starfighter model here. I know we did talk about this last time, but seriously, it's actually pretty cool. And very well done. Okay. Very well done, except for whatever the hell's going on with the intakes. But who knows? That could be just a developer oversight. I don't doubt a lot of these assets were store-bought and/or, well, like, I don't doubt, that the world itself was modeled by the creator, but a lot of the, items and stuff, I don't doubt were either, asset rips or, from Stray or were store-bought assets they've used. Especially stuff without brand logos. Like, that I definitely think is originally from Stray, and then the stuff with fictional brand logos like the Commander and all that jazz. I'm pretty sure Commander. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not from Stray. I'm pretty sure that's a store-bought asset, as far as I know. Huh? What the fuck? A cat? Oh, hell yeah! Yeah, the cat does actually respond to you when you pet it, by the way. Which I think is pretty cool. Doesn't have as big a movement range as the cat in District Roboto does. But it's, nonetheless pretty what the hell is up with that monitor? And, bionic pets. So they were creating literal robot cats. Alright, I see where you were going. And that there is actually a poster for another one of what's his face's worlds. Yeah, for another one of this map creators worlds. I can't. Oh, Fen. That's right, Fen. Yeah, of Fen's worlds. And they do have the hiccups. I'm sorry, guys. And the biopets are kind of where one of the differences from Stray comes in. Because in Stray, the cat you play as is just a wild cat. Like, it's a living, breathing cat that managed to survive the apocalyptic war that the city was sealed because of. Which, by the way, the OG Stray, the city's were of course sealed off because of because while they do not outright state this, they do state that that the whole reason the cities were sealed off was because of or they do heavily imply that the reason the cities were sealed off was because of a global war that did eventually involve the use of nuclear weaponry. And because of that destruction, they had to seal off the cities and then, have everyone go underground. Whereas in this, it's a little different. Not only do you have the whole bionic pet thing, but on top of that, there's also quite a bit more with the story than, really bad, big global nuclear war happened. There's actually a bit more depth just beyond, apocalyptic genocidal war. Huh? Oh, god damn it! Even in the future, you can't have reliable. What the? Is there having trouble sleeping? Oh, that kind of. Yeah, that kind of resembles B12. Yeah, B12 actually did have a similar translation bubble because the robots did have their own language. So because of that, you had to use translation bubbles put up by B12 to understand what they were saying to you. And they pretty much replicated this almost perfectly. As they did, the general vibe of Stray for that matter. Oh! Alright. Ah, I do not know why this white creature hangs out around here. It doesn't even eat any food. I like it though. Hell yeah. Oh, I recognize that soundtrack from Stray immediately. Oh, I definitely recognize that one. As do I recognize... Is it enclosed? I can't really tell. Like, the rain generally seems to suggest it isn't. But... I don't know. Also, I need to check something out. Alright, I'm back. I had to help someone. It's related to what's going on. What's going on behind the scenes, by the way, but yeah, more on that later. I do like the police robots though. They look pretty cool. Go to the city. You can go through Sector 44, but don't stay off the path to the infection zone. Which, by the way, yeah, we'll get to that in a bit. Just follow the road and you'll be safe. Scan your ID and proceed. Good luck. And once again, though, you could really tell that, that once again this was very heavily inspired by the slums from Stray. You got that, general... Oh, that was not well textured at all. But, you got, exposed wiring everywhere, big tunnels, run-down looking apartments, that general, feel to it and all that jazz. Just very much got that Stray slums feel, and the inner city also has it, but to a lesser extent. You'll see when we get there. But overall, it does do a very good job of capturing that feel, so I'd say this is very well done. Very, just very, just very well put together. Yeah, you can't go in there. And also, if you're wondering about, performance and all that, yeah, this world is, very on the heavy side. It is about 667 megabytes in size, and that is just to contain all this. Like, that is how much work has really gone into this world right here. Wait, no entry, no removal? Eh? Oh yeah. That's where the difference is really said between this and Stray. So, in the OG Stray, yes, there was also an infection, but the infection happened because of the terrible living conditions in some of these cities. Which is, what caused a lot of these, which is, the main contributing factor to what killed all the humans in a lot of those sealed cities. It's just, just horrible plagues and just diseases spreading because of poor living conditions there. And just because, the conditions of living in those cities just weren't all that great. And, it wasn't the virus itself that led to the cities being sealed. It was, again, the war that supposedly happened, or, the global conflict that the scientists and a lot of other people in Stray hint to happening in the past, but 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 it was what eventually finished humanity off. Like, it is what eventually killed the remaining human population in some of these cities. Now, presumably in Stray, they do not fully explain this, but presumably in Stray, there are other, such sealed cities as indicated by the fact that, the city we are in has a number, 99. Meaning that, in other words, other cities such as this exist, but, those cities are presumably at least, on par or better off than the lost city we were in. The one that had been, taken over by robots after all the humanity were after, all the remaining humans there were killed by terrible living conditions and, viruses and stuff spreading because of the living conditions in those cities just being so terrible. Whereas here, it's a lot more complex. So let's just say that much. Huh? So cute. Hmm. Yeah, I think that's it. What the fuck? See, that's the big difference right there. Yeah, in the original Stray, again, in the original Stray, it's heavily implied that it was humanity who, it was humanity fighting amongst themselves that, eventually led to the catastrophic, nuclear apocalypse that resulted in the cities being sealed. But in this storyline, the enemy was a lot more alien, needless to say. Yep! Full on alien invasion. But yeah, again, in the Stray timeline, it is heavily implied that, there are other cities. But, those other cities did, of course, fare, are implied to have, fared about the same or even better. But here, on the other hand, is explicitly stated that all of humanity has been wiped out. Which is another huge contrast because, in Stray, again, there are other cities, and presumably among those cities, are ones that have had better living conditions and did not, instantly fall apart and go to shit like the one we were in did. But, again, here is very, very much, pretty much stated that it was, aliens invading Earth that wiped out everything, and robots are pretty much the only thing that survived. But I will say, once again, this map definitely wins in the graphics department. Like, not only is, the alien pod or whatever very well designed, but it definitely contrasts the once human structures around it. looking a lot more organic and, a lot more weird and sci-fi-esque as opposed to the more mechanical and jagged and boxy structures around it, which were clearly built by mankind. So yeah, just very well done there. And again, bringing back a lot of Stray vibes of, the Zerk area and, like, all the maintenance tunnels we had to take. Just bringing a lot of those vibes back, for sure. Huh? Where's this lead to? I do not like that. Do not move, I swear to God. Ah! And already you can see, that looks awfully familiar. Yeah, it looks like what happened when the Zerks took entire areas of the city over. Those guys are freaky in general. And yeah, this is a lot more creepy and horrifying and desperate than Stray. You could definitely see that, that is well known that we were at war with alien invaders and that they definitely and that things were just getting all sorts of desperate there. Like, yeah, sure, there were parts of the city that were in disrepair, but none of them seem to have actively been attacked. Like in the subway station, everything seemed to be still, mostly intact. I mean, yeah, sure, it hasn't been used in a while, mainly because, again, the cities were sealed after the war happened. But even still, the robots and what remained of the humans there, as the terrible living conditions slowly killed them. Um, were working to maintain it, and there were no signs of, any alien invaders actually. Ah! Actually attacking them or anything like that. Oh, fucking hell. That actually scared me. That actually managed to scare me. And also, as you'll see here, it did have the American flag on it, which, again, is very, very much an indicator that this is set in a far future America, as opposed to Stray, which is set in one of many nuclear shelters cities in an undisclosed country. Like, it's never given, what city the shelter you're in is part of, or what country the shelter city you're in is a part of, or where it's located. It's just, stated that you are in a shelter city somewhere. And that's about it we're given. And also, another big thing that really contrasts this from Stray City is the fact that there is actually no, like, blast seal or any of that jazz, like there was on the top of the Stray Cities. Instead, this was, an open air city that was largely meant to, be inhabited by humans. But unfortunately, that just, yeah, it wasn't quite the case, but whatever. Ho 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 ho! Oh damn, right away you could definitely tell just how inspired by Stray this all was. But yeah, this was originally meant to be, a human inhabited city primarily, but was of course, eventually destroyed by aliens. Whereas, or was, meant to be a normal city that was, meant to be inhabited by humans, but all the humans got wiped out by aliens, rather. I guess, is a better way to phrase that. Still, point still stands overall. And there's that music I know and love again. Ho ho ho! Oh, damn. This is bringing back some major, major Stray vibes right here. Just the music and everything. Alright, let's see. Okay, so 2045 is when Leon Vanguard was born. It says visionary pioneer, Dr. Leon Vanguard. Genius and founder of Akai Dynamics, was the embodiment of human ingenuity and the driving force behind our resilient existence today. Back in the year 2045, he embarked on a lifelong journey of discovery, innovation, and unyielding determination. Hell yeah. Yep. So yeah, Dr. Leon Vanguard was the great hero who saved humanity in the end. Or well, built the robots that carry on humanity's legacy to this day anyway. But still. But yeah, you know what? I'll unseal the secret when we go back to, when we start talking about what's going on with the behind the scenes stuff and, start going back. Again, really incredible. And that's one more thing too. Like, the robots, they are explained, like, humanity did invent them in Stray, but it's, never given any one person who built them. Just say, a person built them. Or, that multiple nations manufactured their own, mostly to assist humans, but in some cases where cities were, wiped out by terrible living conditions, to actually, take over the cities and survive in the place of those humans if they do. And again, in Stray is never... And again, in Stray, as far as my knowledge goes, it's never explicitly stated that humanity was totally wiped out, but, here it very much is, as we just read. Ho 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 ho! Damn! Look at him go! This this is one of my favorite parts of the entire map. It's just these three rockin' robots. Hell yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna stay here just to listen a bit longer. Alright, it's time to, human visionaries. Fence, Fiona. Those are all people who made it. And good news, it does not have a single drop of, certain creators on it, which is nice. And I love how they did the dynamic music change too. That's pretty good. And also the tree. Like, it's very much implied that, the tree is being artificially sustained by machinery in the base that's helping it thrive. Like, that's very much, implied by the way this is structured and just the overall design that this is the case, but just, really symbolizes how, even in the darkest hour, they manage to find a way to survive. Just so damn beautiful. All right. Oh yeah, that definitely reminds me of Stray. Again, not everything is one-to-one. There are some assets that don't quite line up. Somewhere I could tell that, it's not quite a one-to-one ratio, but you could definitely tell that they definitely did try to keep the feels going, especially with this shop here. Must be some kind of, I don't know, maybe some consulting shop or something. I'm not sure. Maybe a maintenance bay. Who knows? Oh, a little food store. Hmm. Well, you're kind of rude. Kind of sad that you can't eavesdrop in on conversations like you can in. Hey, Aiden! Welcome to the stream. How you doing? We're revisiting Complex 7 right now. Mainly because, I have to take my mind off things, and also because I kind of have to discuss some stuff that's been, Yep, it is. Yeah. Yeah, I'm playing VRChat right now. Mainly because, tomorrow is my big VRChat stream, so, I just decided, hey, you know what, if I'm gonna be doing the main VRChat stream tomorrow, I should, at least do something tonight. First, beforehand. Ah! Yeah, you could actually go to the apartments. That's actually pretty cool. No thanks. Oh, thanks for the sub! What? Just now the Intimidator 305 startup sound actually sounds. Just now my sub sound decides to go off. But thanks for the sub. And yeah, as my reaction shows, it does not always go off. And in fact, that's a reoccurring tech issue with me. My sub sound just never goes off. And then sometimes people like you will subscribe and it will immediately go off. Oh, it's alright. It's alright, Aiden. If you're on Quest, Aiden, by the way, if you're on Quest, then I can't invite you. First off. And number two, I usually do not invite people who just subscribe to me. Like, I wait a little bit and, carefully vet ya and make sure that, you're you're actually all on the up and up before I actually let you on my streams. That's just standard procedure. I'm sorry that, you know, that you might have issues with that, but I'm just very tight with security after a few incidents in the past where, I invited people onto my streams, thinking that they were good people, and then they turned out to, not be so hot. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, I'm just being a little careful right now. Oh, that's not good. But thanks for the sub. Oh, thanks for 2 subs. Nah, it's not that. In fact, most of the people I have on stream are on quests. It's more certain worlds like this are not quest compatible. Like, if it's not a quest compatible world, then I can't do anything about that. I just cannot invite you. Oh, well, then you won't be able to join this world. I'm sorry. Again, it's just a technical limitation with this particular world. It just doesn't run on Quest, unfortunately. Which, hey, Mr. Bob, it's VRChat, and unfortunately, it's a PC only world, so I won't be able to invite anyone on Quest to it. Which, by the way, guys, I should say this. I should clarify. Generally, on the big streams, on my big Fractured Roads lobby meetup streams, I stick to Quest compatible worlds specifically because you guys, because most of my team is on Quest. Whereas, for one-off streams like this, I could perfectly go to PC only worlds because I don't have any of those Quest compatible friends with me, or any of those Quest only friends with me. Actually, my significant other, Sarah Dynamite, they play it. Yeah, they actually play VRChat. In fact, they have quite a few streams that I have actually been on. All right, Mr. Bob, then you're good. You're good. At least for this world. I'm not kicking you from my chat, dude. You're pretty alright. American human themed energy sources. Oh my god, this game. Or rather this world. Oh, workshop. Which, by the way, is where you could actually access some of the abbeys they have. Yeah, they actually do have abbeys in this world. Once again, Mr. Bob, I should explain myself very clearly about my policy regarding anyone who just came onto my stream. Even if you have just, if you have just arrived, I do have a certain waiting and or grace period where, I will, look into your background and, look into everything and make sure you're all right before I let you on stream. I just, I tend to have very strict protocols regarding, just spending time with people a little bit, just, getting to know them a bit before I actually know that they're, all right for stream. And that's just how I do things. I'm just very security oriented, mainly because of a series of incidents that occurred not too long ago, involving some people who I thought were cool, but they turned out to not be so cool. And that happened last year. So ever since last year, I've been very very careful with who I let on stream and all that jazz. That's just how I do things. It's nothing against you. It's just I just have to be very careful now. I really should set my stream element spot to repeatedly say that. uh, oh hell yeah. Okay, so there's a point system here. All right. You know what? Because of how many people ask to join me all the time, I think that I am gonna definitely, put that. Oh, they have new songs now! Oh, hell yeah! I'm liking this. You say anything? But yeah, the workshop is, of course, the maintenance workshop for robots, but, that's pretty much besides the point. And yeah, I know I do tend to give very long-winded lectures about, you know, about how, you need to ask for permission before I let you on stream and stuff like that, but really, there is a good reason I am very uptight with security now. It goes back to a series of incidents, an entire series of incidents that happened way back in December 2023. I invited some people without, any vetting, any checks, just sitting down and getting to know them whatsoever. Turned out, yeah, they weren't such great people, were they? You can actually walk here? But yeah, it turned out that they did some really bad stuff. So, in other words, what the hell is that? Yep, we are so out of here. So that's what the key card was for. I was always wondering what that was for. But yeah, that is why, I'm just very, very, uptight with security. Just, always making sure that, everyone's good to go before they're allowed to stream. Like, I have a very strict security policy of, hey, I am gonna have to, require some not quite interviews, but more just, testing the waters and getting to know you a bit before I think that, you're qualified to be on my stream. That's just why I do that. Huh? You can't go back? Well, that kind of sucks. Oh well. There. And also, real quickly, I think I should also bring up. I think I should also bring up what's been going on with Little Miss, with with Lizzie, one of our core members, because yeah, what's been going on there isn't good at all. So their health has taken a really, really steep nosedive, and since then, yeah, they have not been all right at all. Like, they have been in a really, really bad situation. And because of that, health situation going on, I'm not, gonna state exactly what, because I really do not want to cause that much panic. And besides, I think we got it mostly under wraps for most part. Like, it's mostly solvable. But yeah, it's a really, really desperate situation. So because of that, I'm you might see her a little less often, or at least less often on my streams than usual. And when she shows up, she might not quite be all there. And that's kind of what's been bugging me the last few days. Like, that's kind of why I've seemed so worried all stream. And why I just haven't seemed myself either. Because I don't know, I'm just worried. That's also why I did this stream tonight, because honestly, I just want to take my mind off of things. And just have some fun with you guys, even if it was only for an hour. It would definitely still help with all that's going on, you know? It would definitely still at least, just help to take my mind off of things and help to ease the pain of what's been going on. But but yeah, that's pretty much why I just went on my way to stream tonight, even if I haven't originally planned for it. Like, so yeah, that's pretty much all I really wanted to get off my chest there. So in other words, yeah, Lizzie might still show up, but don't expect to be all there. Like she might be a little lighthead or just a little spacey because of what's going on. So yeah, but just know that we're there for her and we're helping her. All right, let's see what the secret. What the fuck? It's incredible. Now this I've genuinely not seen before at all. Oh. Yeah, be a little careful there. And this definitely resembles the refuge village. God damn it. Yeah, the refuge village in Stray. Or the outsider village in Stray. The one that the outsiders used for all their stuff. Only, a bit smaller and not nearly as impressive, but still just very impressive in its own right, I guess you could say. It's very well done. All right. So, this is definitely still absolutely a 10 out of 10 map. I absolutely love it. Like, I love Stray and I love this map. Both are incredible in their own ways. And though this map does follow the general Stray formula, it does differentiate, with the whole, being based in America and being an open city destroyed by alien invasion, as opposed to being in an unknown country and being, an underground city built to survive a nuclear war that, eventually happened. That is, in Stray. So, I could definitely say this is similar, but also adds some little twist onto it. It adds just enough originality to not be considered a direct clone, and that I definitely like. Just very, I don't know. Both are very special in their own ways. Both are absolutely incredible. And if you have a PC, then yeah, I absolutely recommend you check this map out. And also be sure to play Stray while you're at it too. It is more than perfectly playable with keyboard and mouse. Even if, Annapuma Interactive, the big AAA studio that developed it, does want you to use a controller. Stray is still perfectly playable with keyboard and mouse. Just so you guys know. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this stream. So what will we be doing tomorrow? Oh yeah, tomorrow is the Fractured Roads live meetups, aka my big VRChat stream. So in other words, tomorrow is the real deal. Tomorrow is the big event that, everyone is pretty much hyped up for, that everyone, is ready to go for. And that, unfortunately, again, due to the limitations of most of the members, does not include any big PC-only worlds like this. Yeah, no, you gotta be a small Quest compatible world to make it into the lobby meetups, unfortunately, because again, we just cannot do shit that, Golden Gator and other such, bigger orgs that have more PC players, or not orgs, but more like, I don't know, VR teams, I guess. I don't know, maybe that teams or groups or whatever can, because again, most of our people are on Quest. So yeah, you won't be seeing this world appear in a weekly VRChat Tuesday stream at all. At least not for right now. And neither will you be seeing, most PC compatible worlds. I mean, there are some areas where I did manage to sneak them in, usually towards the end, to, used as a little bit of a treat for, all my hard work I did. Like, yeah, sure. There are some instances where that does happen, but for most part, we do keep it to, Quest compatible worlds, just because everyone has to be, able to run them. And god damn it! All right. So there is that little what is it? Consideration there that is to be taken as well. So yeah. But anyway, I gotta get going. I can't sit forever. You pretty much know the drill. So thank you all for watching this Wall Stream. Yeah, Wall day, night, week, whatever, and I will see you all tomorrow for weekly VRChat Tuesdays. So yeah, good night, everyone. Stay classy, everyone, and good night. And I will see you all tomorrow for weekly VRChat Tuesdays. So yeah, see you there, everyone.